crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach, put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun.
It's week 5 of the National Football League, and we've got the Seahawks' creative quarterback. There were no problems for him last week, going over 350 passing yards. It's the
first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in week 5 on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And here come the Saints, about to begin their first possession. And the man in charge of this offense, his 8th season now in the NFL, former #1 pick, Jameis Winston.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific a week ago with that win over Detroit.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire...
And Winston lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Walker now on 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
They'll try and throw for it. Out to his left. And he will get in to make it 8-0.
Saints, nothing.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. A fairly short kick from the 14. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. This offense hoping to do better than last drive. Remember, they had the fumble that set up the short field, and then they gave up the touchdown CD.
And so many people talk about how you have to have a short memory after you make a mistake in the NFL. I don't totally subscribe to that, partner. I think that you have to remember what you did and figure out how to not do it again. Get out there and execute the next time out. Avoid those errors and get some momentum built back up for your offense.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Winston, they'll set up the screen now to Kamara. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd.
Seahawk defense. Darrell Taylor, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Let's take it inside his own 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Running right, here's Walker. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Trying the left side with Walker. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints' 21. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's going to be caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Walker is going backwards here. Now they come in and drop it all the way back at the 4-yard line. 4 yard line. They'll set up to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. Ken Walker. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns. Now back to throw. Being chased out left. And he is in to make it 16-0. I think we're sensing a trend here. 2 first-half touchdowns. After going for 2 after the first score, CD, I thought maybe they would kick the PAT here. No, they get 2 more.
No, they decided to really press the advantage because, remember, getting the 2 after the first score, you've already got the other team back on their heels if they're going to mount a comeback. But to go up 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions, you've really got them thinking on the other sideline.
Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. To throw is Winston. Finding Taysom Hill complete. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Winston now. Forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long. Dancing to, and the pressure gets to him again. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. 16-0. That's the score after 1. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. That's taken it around the 40. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 52 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks continue to pull away here in this first half. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Coming up in prime time here in Week 5, a couple of division rivalries on the docket, beginning tonight in the AFC North with the Bengals and Ravens from Baltimore at 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, Raiders and Chiefs from Arrowhead in the AFC West.
He was brought down to the 28-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
On 2nd and 7, Winston. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, it's Kamara. Dances by him. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
It's a gain of 11. That's another Saints first down. 1st and 10.
Jameis to throw it. Buying time to his left. This is caught inside the 15. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 43 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now Winston. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Well, Brandon, this ain't popular culture. This one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Straight ahead, Walker. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. It's their quarterback as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And make him 4 for 4 now on 2-point conversions as he'll take this one in for the score. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And the Saints going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the 2nd half. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaunton, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the 2nd half is underway. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Third quarter begins with a run by Walker. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And quickly they get to the line. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Hard throw, incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the 2nd half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. Flexing his muscle again. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
On second down, it's Walker. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. A gain of 4 yards.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Noah Fant with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. They'll set up a throw on the move to his left. And they're a perfect 5 for 5 now on 2-point conversions as he is in to get them 2 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Steps away to his left. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. On second down, Kamara. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for
Neutral zone
jumping.
infraction. Defense.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Returnable here from the 38. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Back out now comes Kenneth Walker in the Seattle offense. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the 3rd quarter. Really nice effort and an even nicer stop from Marcus May there. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Back now here live in New Orleans. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Brandon, I got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Winston now to throw on first down. And that'll be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to make it fourth down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And now this ball picked up in the end zone. Remember, this is a live ball.
Let's go now.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's looking all the more likely that a fifth straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. Here's Walker to start the drive. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. From the gun, it's Walker. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll look to throw now on first down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. Boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Looking to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Not wasting time, going right back to DK Metcalf. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Myers connects on the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. But after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, Winston. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
That's another Saints first down.
Again, it's Winston. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Derwin James with a pick. And the Seahawks are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Oh, my goodness, CD. I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball. But for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this game as well as making big plays.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Walker. And room there to work it inside the 25. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll set up to throw. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
It's a game 7.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. One last shot now for Winston. He's going to let it fly. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit, give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that call now might get the fans back into this one.
Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So the victory here for Seattle. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in